player guest tonight is a guy who's been around for a while and has been through a lot, enough that his teammates have a lot to say about him.
I can never beat that dude in anything. He's just, everything that he does, he's good at.
Father. He's like a father figure for a lot of the guys on the team. I look up to him a lot. I lift with him all the time. He's there for you. He's going to be the guy who keeps you in line, keeps you working. If you get down, he pulls you up. If you get up, he pulls you down.
He's one of those guys that leads by example and really brings something special to our football team.
Freak athlete. That guy can do anything you ask him to do.
The one play that sticks out to me is the one when he hurdled the guy versus Arizona. That just shows how big of an athlete he is.
He can stick through anything. He's been through some injuries and stuff, and he always comes back and he'll just ball.
As a former tight end, he's special to watch. He can do it all. He can block, catch passes, run routes. He's special.
Moroni, future Tiger Woods. He's not that good, but he thinks he is. So we spent some time on the course together. So.
All right, please welcome into Studio C in the Sitake show, tight end Moroni Laulu-Pututau.
Yep, good.
Good to see you. How are you? Have a seat. Good to have you here.
Oh, good to be here. Thanks for having me.
So the Boise State game was already 10 days ago, as we talked about. You've moved on, clearly. But what was special about that night? If you can look back to that week, what led up to it and how you guys performed as a team?
I think it was special just because we got to see a glimpse of what we can do as a team. We came together in practice. We had a really good week of practice. And it was just exciting because people were making plays all over the place, offensive side and defensive side as well. So for me, it was just special because we got to see how good of a team we can be, and it wasn't the best game, but we showed kind of who we are.
We see, especially at the end of the game, how excited and invested Kalani can get there on the sideline. What does he bring to the team by being just who he is that way? I know he's right there, but hey,
it's cool, man. And I tell you what, I've had a lot of coaches here. I've been here for a while, and personally, I think it's awesome when you see your coach with that much love for the game and for us as well, and to be excited for the things that we do. It just makes you want to play that much more and makes you appreciate the game. So I love it, and I love him on the sideline, seeing him jumping around. He turns the clock back 20 years, and he has some ups. So.
Now, you may not have seen the little video montage we had of your teammates, but Kalani, you got to see that. As you watch those comments, what would you want to add to what they were saying about this guy here?
He's a key part of our team and our culture. He's been here for a while, and I think he makes tons of plays. And you see everyone talk about his athleticism, and he's gone through some adversity with his injuries and things like that, but he always comes back better from it. And I remember the Mississippi State catch that he made is like, it's an amazing catch that not a lot of guys can go from being a receiver to moving to the box and play tight end, but he's one of our best blockers on the line of scrimmage as well. And the things that he does with this team it's amazing, and the mentoring that he does, individual mentoring, and putting guys under his arm and taking care of them. I mean, Bracken was talking about how influential Moroni was to him, and that's a D lineman. And so the things that he does, it's a soft-spoken guy and really humble, but the impact he has on our team it's awesome. And to have guys like him and Diane be seniors and be leaders on our team, that's something that I watch as a coach, and just thankful that I get to be his coach and be around him.
Moroni, am I right remembering that when you first got here, you were a wide receiver, right?
Yes, sir.
You kind of grew into tight end. How did that transition go for you? Did you think you'd be a wide out at BYU, or how soon was it till you realized that?
I did, and initially it was Coach Reynolds way back when, who was kind of recruiting me, and he told me one day, you're going to be a tight end. And I was like, there's no way. I was 185, 6'5". My freshman year, I came in at 185. First weigh-in was 185. So there's no way, like in my mind, I was like, there's no way I'm putting on. That's 65 pounds later. I'm almost 250 right now. So that was a big change just physically. But mentally, it was really different because I had the mindset just being a wide receiver, and I had to learn how to block and everything that came with that, and just doing what I need to do for the team.
Are you fully a tight end everywhere now?
Oh, I'm fully a tight end now. It was kind of the reason I switched my number too, because I was 1-17, and I knew I just wanted a fresh start. I just wanted a completely random number, kind of just go along with my whole mindset because I knew it was going to be a totally different game.
Okay.
That's what I had to do. So
Utah State, flashing forward, Saturday night. You went to Mountain Crest High School?
yes, sir.
Okay, that's Hiram, Utah.
Yeah.
That's not too far from Logan, right?
Very close.
Okay, so bring us back into your growing up a little bit in that neighborhood when you're going to school. Utah State, heavy emphasis there. Were you a BYU guy? How'd this all turn out?
It was different for me. I didn't even know scholarship was a thing till my sophomore year of high school. My mom just wanted me to play football just because she knew I loved it. And so she didn't really go to college. No one really in my family went to college. So for me, past high school, I never really thought about. And the first time I really saw it was Alex Caressa. I don't know if you remember him, but I saw him go to BYU, and I was like, oh, I think that's something I could do. And I looked into it, and I was like, wow, you can get paid to go to school? And my mom was like, yeah, I told you that. I was like, no, you didn't tell me that. She's like, I thought I did. But so that was kind of a whole new process, just figuring out that. And, you know, I came from a small town. It's about 2,200 people in Hiram, but it is close to Logan, about 10 minutes south. So.
Does the Utah State game mean anything more to you for where you went to high school, or is it the 2-game win streak they've got right now, or 3 of 5? What's kind of into it for you right now?
I mean, I want to win every game, but it is going to be nice just to, you know, look at my friends in the face and be like, sorry. Because all my good buddies that I grew up with are out there, and they're huge Utah State fans, so it'll be fun.
Okay, we saw in the video montage with some of your teammates talking about injuries you've gone through. Describe what you have gone through here in the last little bit.
Biggest two I would say was my Liz Frank injury. Luckily I didn't need surgery, but it did keep me out for the season, and that was in 2017. And then came back last year, and I played the 2018 season. And then the 5th game of last year against Washington, I tore my right ACL and my MCL. And so there was no question of like getting another year back or anything. I knew this would be my last year, and so those were the 2 biggest ones in short.
Yeah, you watched him battle back to get ready to play this year. Tough guy.
Really tough guy, and just the mental aspect of it, you know, and staying positive and working through all of it, and then also caring for his teammates like he did. You know, it's great to have a guy that is willing to lead, but also a guy that's willing to lead when he's hurt and not on the field, and that's something that we've been able to benefit from, having his presence in our program. So on and off the field, he's been a huge impact for our team.
Moroni, what are the origins of your last name with the hyphen and everything else? Yeah,
so Laulu is my mom's maiden name. Pututau is my stepdad, my dad now. So my name used to be Moroni Stephen Lee, for my biological father.
Who are we seeing here, by the way?
Yeah, so gray beard, and that's my stepdad. My mom's to his left, and then those are all just my siblings. So curly hair lady to the right's the oldest, and I'm the second, and then my wife in the green dress.
So at the far right there is Kira, your wife.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
And there, hey, here's Kira. Now she knows her way around this building. Explain why.
She does. She worked here for a while, and she loved it. She loved being kind of behind the scenes and helping out with all the different shows and this show. And
yeah, this show.
Yeah.
She was always nice to me. Maybe you feel right at home here, by the way. So yes. And you guys recently shared some well, big news.
We did. We found out Thursday last week we're having a baby boy. She's pregnant. He'll be due in April. So.
All right, and what's scholastically? What are you majoring in, and are you close to wrapping up, or?
Yeah, so construction management is my major. I didn't realize it's such a long major when I got into it. I probably should.
Good thing you've been here a while. Yeah.
I went through like 3 or 4 different majors, and I was like, oh, that one sounds cool. I didn't realize it was 85 credits, almost double a normal major. I pretty much could be a chemical engineer if I took like 10 more. But anyways, I love it. It's awesome, and it was meant to be. And I have 1 more semester after this, so it's kind of up in the air. I don't know what my future holds after this. But.
We're not quite at the end for you, but how would you describe your BYU football playing career to this point?
I feel like, and I've said this before, anyone that's asked, it's a whole nother lifetime. And the amount of ups and downs I've gone through is changed my life. It'll change my life forever. And Coach, you know, he gives me too much props. He knows very well I've not always been like this, and And I'd say more towards the end, I realized that it wasn't about me. And kind of the first couple years, it was just football, and that's it. And it took me a couple season-ending injuries, took marrying my wife, and took getting to these past couple years to realize that BYU, BYU in football is just so much more than a game, and it's cliche, but it's true. You get to rub shoulders with some of the best people in the world and be a part of making a difference in people's lives. And so for me, that's what it's been all about. And it took me a while to get to understand that, but I'm glad I did.
Right on. Hey, thanks for coming in.
Thank you
very much. Good luck the rest of the way.